Morning, everybody. TGI Friday, June 10th. We are now in double digits in the month of June, guys. And in Houston, we are now getting into the triple digits as far as our heat. Man, it sucks to be a pool guy right now because holy shit. Yeah, a hot mofo out here. All right. Got some stuff I want to unpack real quick. And we got a person claiming to want to assassinate Brett Kavanaugh of the Supreme Court. Turned himself in, okay? I'm going to straight up call bullshit on this guy, okay? Because number one, someone who's committed to an action to the point where they arrive on the location and then just, turns himself in because he finds a bunch of cops on the location defending this person. Yeah, we're going to call this guy crisis actor number one. Because A, if he really wanted to assassinate Brett Kavanaugh, he would have been differently prepared, okay? The news considers the biggest part of his arsenal of things that he was going to use to assassinate Kavanaugh was a knife. So he brought three things. He brought a knife, a gun. They have not in any way, shape, or form specified the type of gun he brought. Given the fact that gun control is really, really big right now, you would think they would have said something. So my thought is it's probably going to be a 38 special revolver. And I'm going to say that because the 38 Snub's Nose Special is the actual preferred weapon of Antifa and the militant left. Because, number one, it's light, it's small, and when you fire it, it does not eject casings. So it leaves no evidence other than the round and the victim. Guys, if you're going to assassinate somebody and your biggest weapon is a knife, killing somebody with a knife is a very personal thing. You've got to literally get up in that person's face to do it. You've got to be in that comfort zone to do it. And generally, it is a crime of passion when you actually start stabbing somebody. The adrenaline starts pumping and you stab multiple times. You've got to be friends or a trusted person to get up in that person's face and why he brought mace. Yeah, a knife, a mace, a can of mace, and a 38 special. These are the hallmarks of Antifa. You've seen in all the protests, they're running around with the big cans of bear mace. They have no problems doing that bullshit. 38 special, like I said, no casings, and a knife. Okay, so had this person contemplated what he was doing and thought through what he was doing and was doing this of his own accord, meaning he had premeditation and he thought this through, he would not have gotten to the location, saw, oh man, there are cops, I should try to come back another time, or I should start, monitoring this location. No. He wanted he wanted the news to catch him. He wanted to be caught. So that the news would throw him into the mix. That, hey, the left here is really, 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 adamant that we want to assassinate a sitting court justice. Which, according to recent polls, younger millennials and Antifa-aged Americans on both sides of the aisle see no problem with assassinating public officials. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw this one a big yeah. Okay, because the youth of America, they're used to playing Call of Duty and all these other war games. And one of the levels in most of these games is a sniper to assassinate a public official or a leader. These kids are growing up with this kind of mindset that, playing war games in which, all you got to do is press the reset button when you lose a life, or you get your 3 lives and, you're good to go, Put down the joystick, go have you a hot pocket, and, check your social media stats, Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Gen Xers and the boomers, us older guys, according to that same statistic poll, do not want to assassinate public officials. And what is the big difference between the generations that would make one generation okay with it and one generation not okay with it? Is how we were raised, guys. Me, I grew up hunting in the woods, shooting a squirrel or two, and coming home with a couple of squirrels in my game pouch and cooking them for dinner. That is hunting, guys. That is justified. That gives sanctity to the life. We understand, hey, I am doing this to stay alive. Another creature is giving its life so I can eat and I can stay alive. Whereas you've got kids spending hours and hours and hours simulating war games, guys. Simulating war games and then going and having a hot pocket, guys. Kids never holding a weapon, being taught how to, manipulate that weapon, taught that it is a tool. No more a tool than a hammer or a screwdriver. Taught what it means to have this weapon. Not even being taught American pride. Lee Greenwood's I'm proud to be an American. Yeah. I doubt if there would have been any record label out there that would back that song in today's world. You know, in times of war, national pride is, generally at a high level. And it doesn't matter what nation you're in. If you're French, you're a French person. English, you're a British person. Italian, whatever. That's national pride. You fight for your nation. But guys, right now, national pride is under attack. 20 years ago, guys, 20 years ago, George W. Bush rallied American pride with 2 words. Let's roll. After 9/11. Do you think there's enough national pride left that if another 9/11 happened, we could rally that pride as easily?